Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 post-view playthrough as the Hapes. Between this episode and the prior episodes, I have rebuilt the campaign in 3.2, so stuff should be a bit more up to date. I was able to place basically all of our forces exactly where they were. Heroes are a little bit more distributed than they were. I modified the starting forces of the other factions so they at least have the same planets as they had. Their forces are a little bit different, probably a little bit weaker, but it should all be a lot nicer now. So what we're gonna do first is get our planets back. By planets, I mean just the one. We're taking Karita back because they took Karita from us, and I would like to raid Kuat again before they get another shipyard there, because we keep going in to shut them down. But what do we want to do with our money right now? We probably need to build up a few more structures. So, where's Thane? Thane is coming up here. This does mean a few heroes we killed on some of the other factions will get a bit of a reprieve. The Pentastar Alignment ones, I'm pretty sure were all dead, so I removed all of them. We hadn't lost any heroes, I don't think, yet, weirdly enough. So, all of ours are still here. But anyone else's heroes, they've all been revived. So that's nice for them.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's go with USS Solace, Ancient Warrior, Indefatigable, Transitory Swarms, Shield Popper, Alpha, Invictus, Dragon Tails, and I'll just drop Jimmy Neutron right up in the middle there. And we can probably start with that. Right place, wrong time. Thrawn's Revenge patch 2.4. Okay, we need to make sure we're actually shooting the most threatening stuff. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking they had a grounded space weapon here. I don't think... They didn't have time to build that. Nachi. Magic School Bus. And we don't need the... anti-fighter, so we'll just throw Taihu in there. Yeah, we should have bombing runs now. We should have some of the like movement fixes and stuff. See how they're not all floating around weirdly. So it should be a lot cleaner for... It's basically the released version of Hapes. I just popped our patron stuff in the campaign being rebuilt on top of the release version, so it doesn't include any of the changes after release, or any like hotfixy stuff we can get out. It is just the public build. Alright. But we're also going to be starting the Republic playthrough on Monday, which will have a few different changes between Fall of the Republic's public release and the state it's in right now. Which, not a huge amount of content, but there's at least one Jedi who might be showing up that wasn't in the public release, so... no one will guess who it is.
We are victorious.
I could ram as many clues down your throats as possible and you still wouldn't get it. Okay. Livette, your ground forces can come in. There are a few planets that I don't have any structures on that I did before, like Junction and Dathomir, so I'm rebuilding those. Once that's done, Dathomir, you don't actually need that. We do want to work on our economy a bit more. Probably Rivester getting a trade port, since it doesn't have one already. Which would mean that actually taking Liana would be nice, but Slaheron, we want to build up, because we took it from our enemies. We have the ion cannon. And I guess we'll want the mining facility on Slaheron. Because this is where we're going to be attacking the New Republic from. Do they have Toydaria? The Empire actually took Toydaria. But we'll have Karita back. Feed Thane. Or no, this is Elson Gray. Yeah, we had a bunch of the heroes there. I'm going to split you guys up a little bit more. Batshum, you go back home. Chelik, You go that way, because Chelik is coming up with this fleet. Kachum, you are going to be producing stuff for us.
Construction complete.
But first, let's invade Karita. Now that I actually have icons for the infantry, a bit easier to see stuff. Plus, 2 of the house infantry will have their unique models now, which I don't think any of them were in when this playthrough originally started.
I am waiting. Right away. What do you wish? Move.
I can say that the new Jedi in Fall of the Republic is not Kit Fisto.
If I must.
He unfortunately was added before, so.
Beginning construction.
I go.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, I'm gonna have the Rakud come in, Parallax Artillery, and double Vork.
Capacity.
As much as I'd love to add Kit Fisto to the mod, he's already
On
there.
my way. What is my next objective?
Alright, Gani.
Do you have a plan?
Keep posing
It will be done.
shadows to assert dominance. Hey, Sky.
Standing by. On my way.
Yes. I will.
Or Rakud, rather. This is Galley. They have their own models, but also T-posing
To that
skeletons.
location. What is it, Commander?
Alright, and let's get Maluri.
What is your order? Heading in that direction.
All right, man of me.
Okay, you guys should stay here, except for you, who is gonna go and capture the capturable. Eh. Is it a government structure there? Yeah. Let's try to get out.
What do you need?
Choose your reinforcements.
Adjusting navigation.
Put in our Ranas and some more House Guard.
Right away. Course plotted.
Awaiting instructions.
Alright.
I am waiting.
You guys can get in the boat.
We've secured a landing zone.
What
I really
do you
hope we
wish?
get to that
I will be there
capturable
soon.
first.
So be it.
Guarding the rear.
Because that should be an ATT, which will be helpful.
It is about time. As you wish.
Oh, censor.
Acknowledged.
Reinforcements.
Never mind. Still useful. Not the ATT, though. I wouldn't say the Jedi is not popular. There's probably not one people are going to think is first.
What is my next objective?
On it, sir. Ready.
Do you have a plan? Right away.
Right, let's get up there. Oh, I don't get my double. I really want to build a Rakud field base there. Alright, I think we need to just... Oh, there... Okay, that's good. We're going to start moving into the base this way.
Providing backup.
And you go over there.
Artillery online.
And we'll set up on this. Ooh, look at that. Bombing run. Our first bombing run of the playthrough.
Gold squadron commencing attack.
What is your order?
Spreading out.
We spent more money getting the planet back than I'd
What is the
hoped.
next target? If I must.
But I think it was kind of needed. All right, I think you need to drop the galleys in there.
All right, man. Take cover.
What do you need?
There we go. Structure down. And yeah, I think that one. Alright, I want to get one of the Ranas here. You know what? We have to stay down. Us getting flanked on that is not ideal. Well, kill the infantry first, then. You're a bit far up compared to what you need to be. You come up on that side, too. There, my base now.
Do you have a plan? Heading out.
We've got your
I'm
back.
here.
And we need to chase those ones down. Where's the AT-AT? Okay, it's right there. Come back.
What is your order?
We have some AV, like a dedicated AV squad on that.
Where's the next target?
But I think we need the Vorks to go help with that AT-AT. I just want to make sure they don't run over anything that's going to shoot them. Like that.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
Alright, you are nearly dead. So I'm actually just going to get the Ranas out of there.
Instructions.
And the rest of you down here.
I call
Under attack.
Ready.
proceeding with caution.
Get up to the other side where the infantry aren't hanging around already.
Awaiting your command.
And that AT-AT's dead.
Heading in that direction. What is my
Right,
next
now we just gotta hunt down the infantry. They got our artillery, though.
plan? Engaging.
We've got your back.
I'm here. Yes.
Some of you hop into there. You don't need to take our runway there. And
Target.
get up to that. They can go up to the last landing zone.
I copy.
These Ranas are just gonna stay on this side.
Awaiting instructions.
Excuse me, that's my bunker? What do you think you're standing next to my bunker for? Alright, they're all gonna be very spread out right now.
Yes, sir. Fire.
It is about time. Ready. Acknowledged.
Alright, I think we'll just send the Vorks to hunt down the
Bombing run.
last two of those.
Computers
Or we'll end up getting lucky with the bombing run on that.
Moving.
There we go.
We've sighted them.
Finally get Karita back.
Planetary control achieved.
Okay, and I do want to raid Kuat, but if we
Constructing.
take Chandrilla and raid Kuat, then that makes it a lot easier to stop them from attacking us again. Chandrilla just got emptied out. Well, let's build some more of our vehicles first. I don't think I have any heavy factories right now, because that split happened later.
Beginning construction.
So I think we need to build heavy factories there.
Beginning construction.
And Ord Mantell, let's get heavy factories on that.
Construction.
Beginning construction.
I don't know if it's worth it to build orbital structures on Ord Mantell right now. And we probably need the money to go elsewhere. Like, we need to build up on Ord Tracy for sure. Well, let's go into Ord Moonlinst. New Republic conquered El Rude. Good for them. That's one of the 4 remaining Ariadu planets is gone, so... And it split off their 2 more valuable ones, though they did take Belsavis from them. The New Republic might be in a bit more trouble off this start.
Tactical
Building
battle
under
imminent.
construction.
Alright. The Royal Houses matter now? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, you still get the commanders from them and the infantry from them.
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements.
Again, this is the release build, so... Imagine Dragon,
En route.
Andromeda Queen, Apen Warlord Star, Sandwich of Death,
Reinforcements en route.
Comet,
Reinforcements en route.
Rise to the Planet of Hapes, Hugo de Rune, Streetcar Named Desire, Cinderella, Streetcar Named Marge, Nor, It's Fine, Rainbow, Dowager Queen, Royal Potato Freighter, like a Bantha, Little Ditto, and What's Happening Hot Stuff, and Venerable Warrior. So, ships won't be in the same fleets as you may remember from last time, if you were keeping track of any of them. As I rebuilt them, making sure we used all the patron ship types, but not necessarily putting them back in the same fleets. Like, the ship types are in the same fleets, but the specific ships aren't, necessarily. Some will have ended up in it by chance, but...
Ready for command.
Alright, bombers off to the Golans.
Need to break off.
There's a turbo. You can go on that now. I want to just make sure we're killing all the turbo lasers where we can. But yeah, this is this is the release build basically, just with the patron units on it. So it's all set up how it is in there.
Roger that. Warm up. Waiting order. Stabilize the program. Copy. Swinging around.
We'll split off some of them to go to
I've got a fix.
the ships.
Hold on. Stay in attack formation. I'm in bad shape.
Okay, there's only a level 2 shipyard.
Scanner contact behind me.
You can probably stay back a little bit. You don't need to
Draw their fire.
get into more danger.
And hold out. Damn. Enemy unit disabled. Stabilize the program. Stabilize the program.
Alright, and I think we've killed all the turbo lasers off their larger ships. So I am going to start to take out
I'm in bad shape.
a few of the enforcers.
Attack formation. Increasing full throttle.
Need to use that ion damage on
On my tail.
this enforcer. Or they can take out one of our magnetars. Also, that does mean any of the ships that were over their build limit get to come back now.
Keep your eyes open. No good.
Basically, the build limit only existed to make sure all the units get used enough, which they have been in this playthrough, so...
Mark 6.1. Laser
Like, we've been... Because of their smaller ships, we've been able to use all the ships a bit more.
Look out. Attack formation. I'll try and draw their fire.
Now we can move in there.
That's it. Scratch one. Reporting. That's got him.
Here comes the bombs.
I can't shake.
It's gonna be a bit tough flying past all these anti-fighter, but... Oh no, they're sense. It's fine.
Swinging around.
They're not as anti-fighter as they could be.
Fire at will. Hit him up.
We're still flying by a bunch of, like, raiders and stuff. Wait, do they have the Raider 1 or 2?
That's got him.
They have the Raider 1.
Should we go around for another pass? No good. I can't maneuver. There's one on me.
That is more anti-fightery.
Hold on. That's it?
I think the Raider 2 is more turbo lasers?
Yes, sir.
Poor, how do you know all the ships, all 3 million of them off your head? Daddy Adobe player.
They're coming around.
Yeah, we can just wipe those on the way to the station.
Listen up. Yes, Commander. Going for the lasers. Attacking the lasers.
They did get another enforcer in there. Oh, so we will have the updated the updated garrisons for everything, and our stations, when they get damaged, will downgrade properly instead of just dying. So that's always nice. That was a big pain point for our defenses so far.
We're drawing our fire. Engage. I'm in bad shape.
Alright. That is coming in there. So yeah, this is the release version rather than anything past release version. You will start to see, well, actually, you probably won't see too much from 0.3 for the next month. Then, early June, we haven't picked a date yet. We're going to be doing the same thing we did last year. I've mentioned this, I think, once or twice so far, but where we have a big stream with me, the rest of the team, and we show off a bunch of stuff, including some some update videos, all as part of the stream. Show off a bunch of assets that we've been working on. Show off probably the first bits of Revan's Revenge in whatever state they're in next month. So it was a lot of fun when we did it last year, so I want to do it again. Gives us some time to build up some stuff for showing off, because right now there are a few things we could announce, a few things we could show from 0.3 that are already done, but rather than just sort of like trickling it out at the start, we'll put that out with like a full overview of what we're going to be focusing on. There might be a video talking about like the broad level of what 0.3 is going to be before we do the big stream, but that's when you'll start getting more info. All right, let's get some Maluri.
Enlisting.
And some main ones. Generis, you can have... do you even have a house right now? You don't.
Building started.
We'll do that, then we'll get a heavy vehicle factory. Alright, Livette, you can come back here. And I do want to do that raid. First, I want to save. Because if we can just keep hitting Kuat and taking out their stations before they can build a shipyard, they're probably going to lose a lot of money on that, and soon we'll be able to actually take Kuat. I'm just not confident in our ability to hold it at the moment, because we're not going fully into the core yet. I want to take out the Pentastar alignment, and then we're going to work on the Empire itself in the core. We should be able to take Munilence, Yaga Minor, and Jameis. We'll force them down to integration, and then we'll see what planets are left. Because our goal for this campaign is just going to be to take the major shipyards, which is an official part of the mod now, but not as far as this version is. That's getting ahead of us a bit. Yeah, because from here we can go to Entrala, Yaga Minor, and Jameis. Right, we are going to move Livette up there, too. Just wanted the other units for her.
Construction complete.
And we can build a few more of everything, too. So let's get a mist
In production.
on there.
Tactical battle imminent.
What? They got a fleet.
The enemy is approaching.
Choose your reinforcements.
I think they have a GTS as well. So let's get USS Solace in there with we already read off the names of this release.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Though this is with the nerf, so they can't just one tap like every Hapen ship. Still useful, no longer guaranteed loss for everything. Grounded space weapons just make defending so fucking easy if you have a reasonable station level. Other guys asking, for Evan's Revenge, was it difficult to find ships and ground troops to put in? It's definitely more sparse than later eras, but there's still enough to work with, and if we really have to, there's stuff we can invent as well. Like, we have a pretty big list of stuff from the era, including like background comic references. Right now, we're starting with the goal of just getting 5 starting ships. Is Bathory still in this fleet? No, I don't think this is Bathory. I think this is, yeah, this is Invictus. All of the patron units should be somewhere already spawned. We built all of them, or we built enough ships to cover all of them. Or most of them. I think there were a few I didn't actually have in yet. But I will need to check if it's letting us build them when one dies. They might need to change something with the structure requirements. But either way. But yeah, so we start off Revan's Revenge with plans for 5 ships per faction and 5 ground vehicles. We're very close to being finished all of those now, which is like the baseline we need for release, though we'll hopefully be up closer to 7 to 10 by the time we actually release. But like it definitely won't be quite as extensive as like Fall of the Republic is for the Republic and CIS, or as the as TR is certainly for New Republic and Empire. But there's a lot to work with there. Some things we may have to stretch a little bit, but that's always the case. I used to work on an Old Republic mod called Ages of Star Wars, which died a long time ago. It was like 2006, right after the game came out. And there was someone who posted on the forums for it that was like very angry that we were putting in stuff from, let's see, I think there's got to be at least one ship we haven't spawned yet, so I will need to address that. Just make sure we can actually build everything. But yeah, so one person was like very upset that we were using stuff for that was outside of the games. Like they wanted a release of Ages of Star Wars that was just gonna be the KOTOR units, which is basically just the Foray, Hammerhead, and the Sith Interdictor. So it's like, why? And they were very upset that this was not a thing on offer. It becomes especially problematic for the Mandalorians when there are, I guess, the Basilisk, and that's it.
Copy. Plotting course. I copy. Reporting.
But the joke's on them, because the mod died first. I mean, you can still find releases of it, but we never got to like an actual endpoint for it. I'm kind of sad that we don't have more of the source files from that, because we're using some of those character models for Revan's Revenge, because the character models, even though it's quite old, were quite good. And character models aren't really a thing that even modern mods do too much, so aside from the ones that just like port from Battlefront. But we had like really good models for like Kreia and Scion, Jolie as well, that we just don't have anymore. I wish I did. We're using the Revan, the Malak, Bastila, Karth mission, I think, from that as well. Quite a few. HK. It's where all the character models in Revan's Revenge are currently coming from. Or all the character models currently in Revan's Revenge are coming from, I should say.
T2B over. Reporting.
Alright, let's upgrade to the Meridian 4. Upgrade back there, and they're going to Telos. Okay, this is Thane. No, this is Grey. Never mind. Keep mixing them up.
Reporting.
Looks like the New Republic is coming from DeSevro.
Construction complete.
Building under construction.
Alright, we need heavies.
Tactical battle imminent.
What do you got for me? They didn't think they were going to be attacked, so they don't have much for me. Like, Desevro, Hast, and Moncal are all going to be planets we need to take. They're very, very important to the war effort. But this is not how you take Telos from me. I gotta say, I've seen some attempts to take Telos from me in my time. This is not one of the better ones.
Ready. Squadron
The
reporting.
CSA is not going to be doing that anymore, though.
Ready for orders. Order received. Proceeding. Reporting in. Squadron, move out.
So I think Desevro is a level 3 shipyard as well. And so is Liana, which I kind of want to take for the money, but less for the shipyard capabilities. Because our enemies don't technically have it, and we don't really care about shipyard levels as a faction.
Attacking. Ready for command. Targeting. Got one. Speed around.
Stop there.
That's it. Scratch one.
Items. Kill their H-Wings. They're one bomber squad against us. Well, the guy's saying, modding is one thing I wanted to learn how to do at one point in my life. I mean, it's pretty simple to get started for Empire at War, especially. You just gotta find small things you want to change rather than, like, trying to start modding by doing, like, a full total conversion or something. You just start with saying, like, oh, I wanna add this hero. That's usually a pretty good place to start. It's pretty simple.
Roger that. Going for the engines.
Even if you do go on to do, like, big total conversion-y stuff like Thrawn's Revenge, it always helps to break stuff down into just thinking about what the one thing you need to do is, rather than trying to think all the time of, like, oh god, I have, like, 6 trillion things I need to do, this is awful. December's only level 2. We do need a better, or a second ground army.
Construction complete.
Because, like, even at this point, I'll sometimes think, like, oh, I gotta do this and this and this and this and this and this. Like, I gotta do 17 models, 30 textures, and then it's really easy to get overwhelmed with that. So you gotta try to find ways around that. As much as I want to build up Karita, we are probably moving away from it in a minute. They should be able to take Bosavis back, but that's actually making it really hard for them to traverse their two halves. Like, they're still connected everywhere except between where Glomtho is. But let's we could take Jindine as well. Like, once the Hayron's done building up, if we take Jindine and just, like, sit at it. It is only one planet off from us. Never mind. I was thinking about that. Like, oh, I'm gonna sit in the middle of the enemy territory. I'm really gonna disrupt. No, I mean, it's on our border. Never mind. Oh, Alicia, you go there. That's Thane. Solder. Oh, I outstripped my resources. Okay, we need the food. So we're gonna have to sit out the production this week. Wait, what?
T2B over.
Construction complete.
You're not allowed to have SE on. Or are they? I mean, they're clearly allowed to have it, but I mean more, should I take it from them? Oh, soon we'll have a fire dragon company, which I will send up to Munilinst.
Construction complete.
T2B over. Location confirmed.
These guys go to Commodore.
Construction complete.
And I'm gonna start building up another fleet. Ground, one more army, then one more fleet. We should be nearly done getting that food as well. Nope, only 50%.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Invade Ord Mantell.
Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, no interdictor. Oh shit, no ion cannon either. I should have just moved them away.
Look, sir, it's them.
Reinforcements en route.
Well, these guys are probably gonna have to sit at Karita.
Retreat in progress.
This is a good chunk of the Bilbringi fleet, probably. Or the core fleet overall. There's no Isard. So that's a reassurance. Because if it was Isard, then it's just, okay, you get the planet. Congratulations. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you're happy together. I probably should have just spent the money on the extra heavy factory up here on Generis. It still would have been faster, but I don't want to spend the extra money or time on it.
Inbound.
I'm gonna be very cheap. Okay, we can win this. It's just would have been nice to do it with an ion cannon. Okay, let's assemble back here.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Let's see if we can kill their fighters on the way in. Stupid bots. Clearly I want to become famous.
Waiting orders.
Not by buying your bullshit, though.
Copy.
God.
As good as gone. I copy. Right away. Lasers linked and ready. Watch your six. Fire at will. Enemy unit disabled. I can't hold.
Always get those bots. Buying followers.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Like, really, who cares about your follower count on Twitch? They're not gonna watch the streams. And don't view bot your streams. You're just gonna get banned.
No good. I can't maneuver. Reporting. We're drawing their fire. Targeting at maximum firepower.
I think we can quickly shut down these VSDs. And the axe. That's where all their damage is coming from right now, is the frigates. Then I'll want the betas to continue hitting the ISD. The neutron... I'll probably get it to shoot into this clump of VSDs.
Loosen up. Got a big. Yes, sir. I need help here.
You're actually safe back here. You can use powered weapons.
Yes, dispatch. Enemy unit disabled. Crossfire.
Right. We've got their missiles exposed. We don't have the most point defense, though. You have some. So I'll move that forward a little bit. Okay, you're too far forward. Bombers still go on the clumpy stuff.
They're coming around. There's one on me. Ah! Increase to full throttle. I'm hit. Encountering resistance.
What?
Squadron reporting.
You know what? I'm gonna send the bombers on the ISD now.
Lasers. Ready for orders. Engage. Attacking the lasers.
We've got a lot of the VSDs down. Heavies. I should have had the neutron up a little farther. I had it too far towards the side.
Attack formation. Target coming in fast. Keep your eyes open. Stay in attack formation. They're coming around. There's one on me. Hold on. That's got him. Crossfire. I've got him lined up. Too close. I'm in. Close enough. Last place to stabilize this road. Target
Come on,
coming.
I need to hit that VSD still.
Going for the lasers.
So we're actually, I think we're okay. Yeah, we've got almost all of the turbo lasers down on all of them.
I'll try and draw their fire. Last place to stabilize this road. Close enough. Enemy unit disabled. Crossfire. I'm in bad shape. Stay in attack formation.
Yeah, I think we got it without anything bad happening to us.
Need to break off.
Yeah, we're starting to get some shields back even on the stuff that's low. So
Take him.
we might have lost one of the smaller frigates there, but I think that'd be it if anything.
I've got a problem. Ah!
Okay, Neutron, don't.
Target's coming in fast.
What are you doing?
Taking command. Keep your eyes open. Swinging around.
Supposed to be our front line here,
Disabled. We're drawing their fire. They're
but instead you've been sidelined.
on my tail. Too close. On my tail. I'm in range. I've got a problem. Ah! I'm in range. Loosen up. Crossfire. Running. And mark.
All right, that's all three of their carriers. What was the pop cap on this fleet?
I've been hit.
Probably 200-ish, I think.
Should we go around for another
These
pass?
are about 10 each.
That's it. Scratch one.
VSDs are about 20.
Should we go around for another pass?
Like, I think that's a good chunk of their forces in the area. Especially on top of what we killed at Kuwait earlier. Alright, no losses. I'm kind of thinking, do we just want to go into Bilbringi? But I definitely want another tender for that, which Tachum technically is. But we should have our other resources done in a second. 70%. You can try Pyman. I don't know if it'll let you, but we won't delete it. I am going to save before we do the invasion here. New Republic has taken camp back, so they're pushing back wherever they've lost stuff, and it does look like they've taken Exocron, which I didn't notice the notification for, but I'm not seeing the Ariadu colors on the far southern one there, which means that Bilsavis is probably next. So once we have Mutilanced, we should be able to go straight for Jameis after that. I don't think we want to go for Entrala before we go for Jameis. I want to hit their shipbuilding a little bit first. Let's see what they got.
Invasion commencing.
It does look like we're going to get to the end of the game and it's going to be us versus the New Republic, though. You have a favorite Thrawn's Revenge faction? Not really anymore. Like, I like them all for different reasons now, which is a good place for it to be, I think. Like, a few of them do still need more work than others. Like, the Havens are new, they're still going to have some rougher edges, and the Empire of the Hand has rough edges that we're hopefully going to be able to work out in the next release or two, but
Building under construction.
I think all the factions have like something to offer. You can't really get anywhere else beyond just like, oh, this is a specific unit type that you can't get anywhere else, which is always fun, but it's less important.
On my way.
Right.
It will be done. What is it, Commander?
Construction complete.
What is your order?
Reporting. Moving out.
Okay, let's
Where's the
see.
next target?
This is going to be anti-infantry, because I think they're going to probably try to take it with that. Anti-vehicle. We have enough money that I'm
I am waiting.
okay spending a lot on getting this one. Like, it's Mutilanced, it's
What do you wish? Moving to that location.
going to give us back some money.
Construction complete.
Roger.
It is about time.
Turret,
Awaiting your
turret.
command.
Cores plus.
Water dragons, some Ranas.
Computer.
What is my next objective?
What I really want to do is send the Vorks in on an anti-structure mission.
Heading in that direction.
Moving out.
So we'll set this up to be a defensive line.
Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
Then we'll be able to just send our units over to the other side.
Location.
Take that bridge.
Heading out. Moving into position. Yes, sir. Order acknowledged. Right away, sir.
Construction complete.
I'm here,
Construction
of course.
complete.
Moving ahead.
The garrisons are a lot more up front than they were. Like, they're less reserved, but...
Construction complete.
We might get more out of just killing some of these than we would have before. I don't want them to use their main weapons on the little guy there. And anti-infantry.
Reporting in.
Keep moving up towards that. And I'll drop the artillery on this side too.
Ready. Advance.
Construction complete.
Well, really, this should be repairs.
Form up. Right away.
I think we're drawing enough over to that side with our Vorks that we can come in. Yeah, the formations are much tighter in public as well than what we were dealing with. That's good. I'm gonna hold there for a second. My APM isn't high enough to... Shit. Black. Just getting shit on by Black. Eh. That was my fault. I was hoping we'd kill them faster. As long as nothing else comes in, they should be fine. Nope. Up we go. Alright, now we can hold there. I think we need Livet. Down those and some infantry here, but now... Fine. Okay, Livet, you're now on turret duty over here.
Reporting.
My poor water dragons. I
What is it, Commander?
treated them unfairly.
So be it.
What's the capturable down this road? Come on, my tails. Only some of you need to make it. There you go. Just kill that before it kills everyone. If anyone needed an advertisement for building some of the AA units, even if you're not going to fight air, there you go. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to build another field base down here. I think we have enough on the map to take what we need to take. But I'm probably not going to go for the victory point on this one either. See if we can get around here. What do you got?
Awaiting
Some
instruction.
infantry there. And let's see what the bombardment can hit. Probably that. I'm less concerned about the tax agency right now, but I think that's all you can safely get to. Or you can go for the turrets. That's fine too. As long as they can pull some forces away even.
Heading out. Let's go. Target in range. Acknowledged.
Alright, now you can get to whatever the capturable is over there.
What do you wish?
Livet, you don't really need to be here.
Acknowledged.
Ready to roll. Fall out, troops. Main cannons charged.
Alright, take out the TIE crawler. They can move around all they need. Oh, we got another sensor.
Time.
That's fine then.
Roger
We
that.
can leave.
Form up.
Then it's just the light vehicle factory here, and that should be all their production then. That should be all the stuff given garrisons. I'm not going to have them take cover anymore. They don't necessarily need it. We have the Ranas here, and there's not going to be as much for shooting them.
Squad, advance.
So do they have a field base there now?
Command.
Livet, do you want to... Yeah, they don't actually have the field base. Which means they have no field bases, so there's no more garrison spawning of any kind.
Let's go.
We just gotta try to kill
What is
whatever's here for the victory point, I think.
Ready. Keep going.
You guys can skedoodle.
T2B over. T2B.
And in there. Like, we do need to destroy the structures. The two economic structures, but
Armor standing by.
they might even retreat once they've got
Moving to coordinates.
all their other units killed.
Roger. Attacking target. Ready to roll.
Otherwise, we do have the actual victory point to win with if we were there long enough.
Reporting in.
do you have a plan?
Okay, so you go there.
Form up. This
The
way.
rest of you can go forward into the actual base.
Fire at will.
You guys may as well go and destroy the tax agency. It does look like that's the only place there's anything left.
Weapons ready.
If I target there, will it make it all the way in? I think it will. We're gambling with stuff. Secure position, we can gamble with stuff. We're allowed. Oh, they might actually have the field base down at the bottom landing zone. I always forget that one's there.
Reporting.
That could be a thing that happens.
Locking on. Roger that.
So deploy, and then Livette. Yeah, they have that field base. So that's an AA turret. You're not going to fool me with that.
Adjusting navigator. We're right behind you.
But at least Antrala has the map edit, so it won't be the hell to invade that it can be, or that it could be before. Destroy that. It really should just be... Oh, I moved everyone out of it. We're not going to get the victory point.
Ready to roll.
We're going for full victory. It is nicer without the field bases having the garrisons in them, because like the AI used to just load them up with infantry and then not use their infantry anywhere else. Kind of defeated the purpose of them. Well, the Republic, we basically replaced the model immediately, but we never got to that with TR yet. There we go. There's still some people running around up here, but
What is it, Commander?
hit him with the rifles. Ripwater Dragon, you drove right into flak. Okay, Axilla, 88%.
Reporting.
I can start the Water Dragon, it's fine.
Construction complete.
I think for right now, I'm gonna move this... Wait, no, do I have 2 on this fleet already? Because we have her in it. No, we don't have 2 coronals. So get up there. That's what we need, is another coronal. So Tachum, get that. I think with the money we have, I'm just gonna build it now. I'm gonna build a couple of them.
In production.
We only have 5 ship crews. Well, you can build that.
Under construction.
We do want the increased production on ground.
T2B over.
CSA is still fighting the New Republic for Sion. I'd really like to get to Desevro. Alright, well, let's do
Construction.
that. Actually, no. Do that. We already had some there. Then we're gonna get the heavies on that. We'll get another barracks here.
Recruiting.
We'll get a bunch of galleys coming out of that. Then as soon as we have our second coronal... You know what? I even want the mist. Guys, come down to Commodore. I'm gonna take that mist. New Republic to K-list. How are they doing down here? It's 2 more New Republic planets in there, which actually I think they might have had one of them, then lost one of them. Ojam's pretty weak. The only thing beyond that I'm not sure of is whether they are going to build
Constructing unit.
Construction complete.
Unit in production.
whether they're going to build up to level 5 before they build a shipyard. I'm not sure what order they do that in. Thank you, Sky, for the 2 gifted subs. Very appreciated. For Harkonnen and Maxi Kramer.
Construction
Building
complete.
under construction. Building under construction.
That ion cannon.
Building started.
I'm kind of torn on building up Ethor. We're probably, or Ord Mantell rather. I think we're not gonna do that. 'Cause we are gonna attack them pretty quickly. These two are both going to Alicia's fleet. Chelik's the other one. No, this is Chelik. I'll learn a bunch of new people. Alright, the mist is on its way.
Unit in production.
Get a bunch of water dragons. Then we'll queue up some fire dragons over here.
Nebulon B frigate constructing.
Fire dragons. Get over Neoinst.
Beginning.
That we can build up a little bit. Where do we want to defend anything else? You don't have any defensive shipyards there, so you are going to get a Meridian 4.
Started.
Construction complete.
You two are going into her fleet.
T2B owner.
We have a shipyard on this one. Karita. I think Karita is worth upgrading a bit more, because they've made it clear they do want it. Even if we're going to attack Chandrilla soon. Because we only need the one fleet to deal with the PA right now. I think they're probably under like 10%. Yeah, 8% for them. We're at 22. We're actually higher than anyone right now. I think the New Republic lost out a lot on the restart. Which is not ideal, but difficult to get all the forces exactly right for it.
Choose your reinforcements.
Sandwich of Death. Starter get in there. Miss Carrier. Nor. Incarnate Marge.
Reinforcements en route. Keep your eyes open.
Double coronals, what does it mean?
Reinforcements cancelled.
Lighting may be a bit strong here, but I think it works pretty well. Alright, this is a capital shipyard, so they get the Precursor, Venator, 3 Victory 2s, 2 Enforcers, but they don't get any second waves of those.
Attack. Calling for me, sir. Fire.
Olin's down.
We're drawing their fire. Warm up. Waiting order.
I don't know that there's actually been a single video this week on the channel that's been under an hour
Can't maneuver.
between Stellaris and
Copy.
the Haven playthrough.
Got 'em. Crossfire. Attack that target.
And now this one is, we just hit an hour and 3 minutes, I think, for the recording.
I copy. Increase to full throttle.
I'm not sure if the Galactic Battlegrounds game that's going to be posted was an hour or not. I don't think the first one was.
Keep your eyes open.
I'm probably not going to post the
Enemy unit disabled.
what faction were we playing? The one where we beat the Gungans in the forest
Try not to let one of
and they
these
just didn't know how to play.
Loosen up. Swinging around. I've got a fix. Stay in attack formation. I'm in range. Should we go around for another pass?
Alright. Well, these are all they're getting.
Get 'em off me.
So really, well, let's take out the shipyard so they don't get any of the smaller corvettes back.
Unit disabled.
Right, Geonosians, that's what we were playing.
I'm in range.
I do wish the game had a no airships rule.
Need to break off. Swinging around.
Because once you can get airships, like why get anything else against the AI? Players could probably counter it pretty easily. if they know what to do. But like the AI, anything just gets absolutely slaughtered.
I've got a fix. I've got it lined up. No good. I can't maneuver.
And I don't want to skip out on them because then the AI is going to get them. If I wait too long, the AI will spam them.
I'll try and draw their fire. That's got them. We're drawing their fire. It's no good. I can't maneuver.
We gotta get to their fighters.
Swinging around. Scanner contact behind me.
I think that's... Nope, the precursor's still there. Never mind.
That's it. Scratch one. Scanner contact behind me. Fire at will. Crossfire. Hold on. Try not to let one on your tail.
We might have lost one of them. Actually... No, I don't think we did. If we lost anything, it would have been a Nova, and we would have been able to bring one in.
Look out! Target's coming in fast.
What's happening hot stuff is getting close, but
Hold on.
still okay.
Boarding. Attack.
Those fighters...
Full throttle. Keep your eyes open.
Bombers on the shipyard.
We're drawing their fire. Hold on. Enemy unit disabled.
No! Heal it!
I've been hit.
Okay, it's healing.
Enemy unit disabled.
Nature has begun healing.
No good. I can't maneuver. Got one on me.
With more turbos. No!
That's got him. That's it. Scratch one.
All because I
Target's coming in fast.
couldn't be bothered to arrange them in a better way.
I'm in range.
Got too cocky.
Encountering resistance.
F's in chat for what's happening hot stuff. At least that'll confirm whether I need to fix something to actually allow us to build the units.
I'm hit. Try not to let one on your tail. Scanner contact behind me. Stay in attack formation. Crossfire. I'm in range. Stay in attack formation.
I did see the other one trailer. I'm excited. Look good. Villains look cool, especially. Because, like, the last few shows we've had, there's not been that much done with other villains, so... It'll be nice to have some extra
Got one.
interesting villain characters.
Target it. Try not to let one on your tail.
Alright. Let's see. There's still a couple raiders hiding in the mists. They can die.
I've got him lined up. They're coming around. Hold on. That's it. Scratch one. Try not
I think they have 8 planets left, the PA, including this one. Or what? Am I thinking of 8 planets that was including Munilist as well?
swinging around. I need help here.
I'll have to check again, or just count. I can count. I'm capable of counting on the screen.
Formation. I've got him lined up. I've got a fix.
Come on, Raider. Let's go die. There it is. There it is. Yuck. Did lose our first ship of the episode, I think. No, we think we lost something small before. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta fix something to let it actually let me build it. But we are gonna save there. That's gonna do it for this episode. Because I need to change some stuff, we'll probably only do one more. We wouldn't miss out on that much production there. But we're gonna keep going here on Twitch for a little bit. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.